Hi, for this video we're going to work on creating a part from a multi-view drawing. So in this drawing on a basic unit scale, so we can use either inches or millimeters, we have a front view, a top view, and a right view. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to make a sketch on the front plane, and I'm going to just create the basic rectangles. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 by a height of 4 and then a depth of 4. So we will just make a rectangle, give it the dimensions of 6 and a height of 4, and we will extrude it to a depth of 4. We can go ahead and create a sketch on the front face, and we'll note that we have two primary cutouts that we can work with. So I'm just going to select my center rectangle tool because there is symmetry in this first cutout. And I'll select my corner rectangle tool for the upper rectangle. Right click to go to my smart dimension tool. This dimension is 1 and this dimension is 3. The dimension from here to the right edge is 1, and the half height of this corner rectangle, center rectangle, is 1. So we can go Features, Extruded Cut, and we can go Through All. And we can go Extruded Cut, and we can go Through All. Now we can look at the right hand side and left click, create a sketch, and we see that this piece goes all the way through. So let's go ahead and put that one in. Again, we can utilize the center rectangle, selecting my center point, and the overall width is 2 and the half height is 1. Now we know there's something else going on here, and we note that this piece goes out to a depth of 3. So let's go ahead and create this cut first because it goes all the way through the part, which is evidenced because there's no line here. So we'll go Features, Extruded Cut, and the depth is Through All. So now we can again go back and sketch on this face. And in this case, we will start our rectangle from here. Moving down to, we can just drop it here. We'll go up, over, and down. You'll note that I missed that coincidence. So let me go here and drag it back to that corner. And I'll select this point, holding down my Control key to make it coincident with that line. And with that, we'll go to a depth, but the depth is already specified here. So I can go Features, Extruded Cut, and in this case we can choose, instead of blind, we can do up to surface, and we can select that as our surface. So we'll also note that, let's take a look at what we have here. We'll do a Control 1, and let's view this in hidden line mode. So we see that there's a dotted line here that we don't have yet. We have the structure here on the right hand side. We have this dotted line, but there's another cut here. And if I go ahead and view this from the right hand side, we'll see that there's obviously another cut going out here. So it's a rectangle that's going to be 3 by 1. So I'll go ahead and make a sketch. I'll just select this surface without even rotating. Go up, do a corner rectangle. and my width is 3. I don't have to specify the height because I can, hitting the escape key to get out of the dimension tool, I can just drag this point down to that vertex. Didn't grab it. Let's get that. There we go. There's our coincident. And then this is going to be a features, an extruded cut, and we're going to go through all. All right, so now let's again take a look at the part in our various views. I'll hit Control 1 to give myself the front view. So we have our hidden lines, which look correct. I'll use my arrow keys to rotate myself to the right view. We see this line. This looks like a solid line, but it's really not. You'll see that there isn't a solid edge there. It just, sometimes SolidWorks will not do exactly what you're thinking it should be doing in terms of views. And then we'll select the top view, and we again get the hidden lines where we think they are. So we can go back and give it a display with edges, hit Control 7. So we put it in isometric view, and this ends up being the shape that corresponds to this multi-view drawing. Again, hope you've liked this video, and stay tuned for the next one.